Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Let me try to keep this short, sweet, and organized. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Man, I owe you guys an apology. Um, I got the date wrong. I got the date wrong. I went back over the email um, Friday. Um, I confused Friday with Thursday. I think Friday was said in that email, and that was totally my goof. So I please allow me to do my due diligence and kind of making up for that for this video. So again, Greg, Zach, Miller, Brock, David, man, forgive me. I hold myself to a higher standard and especially not even showing up and no call, no show. But I know one of the areas of things we wanted to talk about was the Oran job fair. Zach, I would get with you and just kind of get the notes from our meeting yesterday. But some of the areas of concern, pros and cons, when we look at the setup, I think knowing beforehand what type of setup that the job fair is, whether it's going to be all kids coming to the booth, all kids coming to the room. If you have room for certain individuals that's coming in to see you, it's good to know that because I was still in the dark of how it was going to be done as far as this one at Orion. One of the pluses was I was able to download our recruitment video, and that was kind of set the tone for all the questions. But how mine was set up, for those who don't know, I pretty much had 30 minutes from 8:30 to 11, 30 minutes of different people coming through, and they already pre-signed up coming in the classroom. So I kind of gave the same spiel 6 or 7 times, but at the same time, you could feel the energy, look at the ages of the students and kind of, gauge it, tweak it towards them. But I guess I would like to be a little bit more prepared as far as knowing I have the same spiel. But we made it work. We made it work. It was great. I had a few classes with the upperclassmen, and that's when I kind of touched bases on the CTC opportunities. And one of the things that I know we talked about questions, David, I remember you talking about the extra time. That was key to a lot of the older students, just having that time. The pay obviously wasn't desirable, but keying in on those older classmen, the time. And what I've gathered, a lot of the students, even at that age, whether they're in 16, 17, 18, still don't know exactly what they want to do. And that comes oftentimes continues in your, young adult years. So not having a career path is a really good way to grab people into a very attractive field. And that's where I kind of gauged it. I was like, hey, we're doing something new every day. You get to help people. You get to be, feel like you're making a difference. And that usually fills that void of not knowing what to do, but you're doing something honorable. You're doing something that's bringing home a check, and I got time. So just going forward, and it's a job fair, especially if we go trying to capitalize on the young people. That is really a good angle to reach the youth, especially when they don't know where they're going. Because everyone can agree with, hey, I want to be making a difference. I want to feel valued. I want to feel like I'm purposeful. And this career field does fill that void. So that's a great time. That was a great angle that I was able to kind of gauge for the young people. Um, Basically, that was it. That was it on the Orient as far as the major questions. Um, uh, they was very interested in the training that comes along with the job. Very interested in um, what do you do with your time. and how much time is allocated to certain things, because I had that poster board that again, I need Greg, I probably need to put in your office, so we can all grab that anytime we need. But they was curious if I had different events going on, different things we did, and just like, hey, how long does it take to be trained for that? So that was, that poster board was very good. So I think that would be a great asset to us going forward in the future, because it's just different talking points. For one, you can use when you, especially when a time of just silence and really just awkwardness, not knowing where to go. Just kind of explaining the events, man. You got many questions kind of coming out from there. So, um, yeah, gentlemen, that's pretty much it, man. It was very successful. Made a lot of good new connections and contacts. I sent Freeman, gave him Freeman's contact and a lot of students. But one came out that was just oddball. There was a gentleman that did landscaping, and he was very interested in, hey, this is what I'm tired of this. I want to go somewhere else. I'm very interested. So I sent him some information. So I know one of the things one of the things we talked about last time, that we stated that where's a good pool to choose from to try to get, some new recruitment people: construction and landscaping. Um, it just seems like those careers are just very fluctual. The ideas, the people, the mindset, it's just, I'm not all the way in this, but this is where I got. This is what life is handing me. And right now it pays the bills. Um, but I can see a lot of guys, and I will probably, Zach, will be sending you a gentleman's contact, and or Miller. He just needs some persuasion in a certain direction. So yeah, no, it was good. So again, I don't want to take everybody's time up, man. I appreciate y'all logging in this video. Uh, Again, y'all forgive me. That won't happen much at all. So hey, God bless. Take care, gentlemen. Much love.